Hello, Alpha Womanpreneurs. This is the Alpha Woman One, aka the Alpha Womanpreneur, the Alpha Woman One. And I'm coming to you today to speak about a piece of hidden Black herstory. And the lady that I will be talking about today is named Eunice Carter. And I found out about Miss Carter last week when I was just scrolling through my YouTube feed. And I came across a CBS This Morning video where they was talking to her grandson, Yale law professor Stephen Carter. And he wrote a book called Invisible about her life. And Miss Eunice was New York's first African American assistant district attorney. And she is responsible for helping to take down one of America's most notorious mob bosses, Lucky Luciano. Okay, and so I am going to read a little bit of her biography. And I have put some links down in the description section so you can do some further reading and watching about this herstory making sister. Okay? And okay, Miss Eunice Roberta Hunton Carter, born July the 16th, 1899, January the 25th, 1970, that's when she passed away, was an American lawyer. She was one of New York's first female African-American lawyers and one of the first prosecutors of color in the U.S. She was active in the Pan-African Congress and in United Nations committees to advance the status of women in the world. She was also instrumental in aiding New York District Attorney Thomas Dewey with the successfully charging mafioso kingpin Charles Lucky Luciano with compulsory prostitution. Okay, and I'm going to read a little bit about her early life. Carter was born in Atlanta in 1899, the daughter of William Alpheus Hunton Sr., founder of the Black Division of the YMCA, and Addie Waits Hunton, a social worker, both college educated. Her paternal grandfather, Stanton Hunton, purchased his freedom from slavery before the American Civil War. Her brother, W. Alpheus Hunton Jr., was an author, academic, and activist noted for his involvement with the Council on African Affairs and promotion of Pan-African identity. The family moved from Atlanta to Brooklyn, New York after the 1906 Atlanta race riot. They attended local schools. Their mother, Addie Hunton, was active with the NAACP, achieving national status. She was selected as one of two women to go to France during World War I to check on the condition of the United States Black servicemen. Eunice graduated from Smith College in Northampton, Massachusetts, receiving a bachelor's and a master's degree. After a brief time as a social worker, she decided to study law. She became the first Black woman to receive a law degree from the Fordham University in New York City. In mid-May 1933, Eunice Carter passed the New York bar exam. Okay, Carter soon established a career in both law and international politics. In 1935, Carter became the first Black woman assistant district attorney in the state of New York. As an assistant DA, Carter put together a massive prostitution racketeering case that led eventually to the mafia boss Lucky Luciano. Carter convinced New York District Attorney Thomas Dewey to personally prosecute the case. Luciano was convicted and served 10 years and then was deported. The case generated national fame for Dewey, which he rode to election as the governor of New York. He also made 2 unsuccessful runs for the White House, one against President Harry S. Truman. Dewey benefited from Carter's prosecutorial skills and had genuine respect for her. She frequently accompanied him to political events in Harlem and elsewhere, and reporters noted that she offered him advice. Active in the Pan-African Congress in the 1920s, Carter later became active in the United Nations, serving on committees that advocated improving the status of women. In addition to her work for the UN, she also served on the executive committee of the International Council of Women, an organization with representatives from 37 countries. Additionally, she served on the board of the YWCA. Okay. Hunton married Lyle Carter Sr., who was one of the first African-American dentists in New York. They lived for many years in Harlem, Manhattan. The couple's only child, Lyle Carter Jr., graduated from college and law school. He practiced law and later worked in the John F. Kennedy and Lyndon B. Johnson presidential administrations as a political appointee. Okay, so that is the biography of Miss Eunice Carter, and she was an amazing herstory making sister. And I have put some links in the description so that you can read more about Miss Eunice, because there's a lot of other great things she's done. She was just not a New York prosecutor. She also was an advocate for women's rights. And I've mentioned that in this article I read. And she was also active in civil rights. So she has done many great things, and I salute this herstory making sister. And for those of you who've been on this channel a while, you know that I also highlight Black women in history, especially Black women in the areas of science, math, technology, entrepreneurship, and innovation. Sometimes I also highlight other Black women in history in other areas, okay? Because, you know, I love history in general. And since this channel is for us, I, you know, do Black history profiles on us. So that's pretty much it. If you all have any questions, drop them below. Thank you to my new subscribers, and thank you for subscribing to my channel. To my existing subscribers, thank you for your support, and be sure to click the notification bell button symbol to get notified when I go live or upload new content. And you ladies have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.